what's up? Welcome to another video. And today we will be watching Alex Meyer's Mamma Mia is the Craziest Movie. To be honest, I have never seen Mamma Mia a day in my life. The only thing I know about this movie is that the mom was a 304. Yeah. So all I know is the mom got around and three dudes think, or the daughter thinks that three dudes are probably her dad. And yeah. And the only reason I know about this is I saw a play when I was like the 8th grade. It was put on by the high school. I'm not sure why on God's green earth we were going there to see high schoolers act. But yeah. And then it's just coming back to me. Apparently, there was a transgender girl, or a dude that became a girl, who some of my friends thought was attractive before they knew or suspicions came up about them being what they were. And nothing happened because we're in the 8th grade. They're like in grade 11. But it's just a funny story.
Okay, so like as a recovering theater. Okay, so like as a recovering theater kid, I'm always kind of baffled by what things people make musicals about. Like, okay, Wicked makes sense. It's a musical about the origin story of the Wicked Witch. Cool, I got it. Dear Evan Hansen, what if a dude pushing 40 went back to high school and made this face for 2 hours? Avenue Q, what if Crank Yankers was a musical? Sure, why not? But then you get to Mamma Mia. Like, how does someone even come up with this idea? How does your brain get to this place? Also, like, how did this movie make so much gosh darn money? But hey, what do you say we sit down and check out the absolute smash hit 2008 movie, Mamma Mia? But before that, really quick, this video's...
Yeah, they're gonna pay us over here.
Back to the show.
I have nothing to say, bro. That was some tomfoolery, and yeah.
Girls are weird. Imagine
Grown.
if guy friend groups had their own intro songs. We're Connor, Tanner, Kyle. We're gonna ruin your life and style.
Oh wait, right? It's gonna have to be like something, but a little bit thuggish. You feel me? You're gonna be like, damn. What would be the theme song for some black kids? Cause he's doing the white version. Real, ha ha ha. Now we nonchalant. Hey, we're gonna switch it. We gonna switch it. We gonna run the money up, switch it down. I'm not a rapper. I'm gonna. Dang it.
I'm tall. I play guitar. I use humor to mask my deep-rooted insecurities that I'll never get over because I don't like talking about my feelings. Anyway, so we meet our main character, Sophie. Now, Sophie's here with her friends in Greece because she's getting married to a guy named Sky, on purpose, if you can believe that.
So glad you're here because
She's like 4'11", bro.
I can't tell anybody else. Sophie, you're knocked up. No. I've invited my dad to my wedding.
Okay, so Sophie was raised by her single mom, and she never knew who her dad was. Her mom just always said, like, it was a hot summer fling, which, like, the last thing you ever want to hear your mom.
Imagine that's how your mom describes your birth. Not, I was with the love of my life. Yeah, me and your father just split up. Or he's like, it's just, yeah, I just let some random guy nut in me. Yep. And that's how you were born. Nah, that would be the funniest thing and the saddest thing on earth.
Mom say besides, sorry, honey, I forgot to buy more bagel bites. Get out of my room, Mom. This family stinks.
However,
Sophie found her mom's old diary, and like, no good could possibly come from this.
Well, I was ransacking some old trunks. And I found this. It's the diary she kept the year she was pregnant with me. Oh, Sophie!
Oh, sweetheart.
July 17th.
Back shots.
What a night.
No, Sophie.
Nah, this movie might be like a top 10 movie because I'm so happy they haven't like diversity hired or remade it with black people, because this movie would send black people back generations. Oh my god. Just imagine this with a black family, with a single black mother and her daughter, and the daughter finds out her mom was a hoe. Jesus Christ. There will be news headlines calling this movie garbage. Just straight up. It doesn't matter how good the movie would be. You can have Zendaya in it, Regina Hall, and the movie would flop because, or would it flop? Or would it be like so relatable that people just love it? You feel me? Like trying to find your dad.
Sophie, stop now. What are you reading? No, stop right there. As his hand caressed mine, I began to tremble. What do you want? He asked. I looked up at Sonic the Hedgehog's chili dog and quivered. You know what I want. Say it, he whispered. Please, Sonic. Hit me with a brick.
Sam rode me over to the little island, and we kissed on the beach, and
Us. ...
August 4th. What a night. Bill
Missionary.
rented a motorboat, and I took him over to the little
And he got a
island.
motorboat.
Harry turned up out of the blue.
I'm sorry, hold on. Your mom raw dogged 3 dudes in like what, 8 days?
Jesus.
Man, her thing was thangin' that summer. Although to be fair,
That
your
got the
mom is
gorilla
pretty straight,
grip.
okay, and like wood, you know what I mean? But okay, so because Sophie's mom did all this, there are 3 possible men that could be Sophie's dad. What an insane premise for a movie, by the way. Yeah, so like 2 weeks of one summer 20 years ago, my mom got railed by 3 dudes, and one of them might be my dad. Dancing Queen! And Sophie found out who they all are and sent them letters pretending to be her mom, Donna, saying that her daughter is getting married and they're invited. But actually, this is all just so Sophie can find out who her real dad is.
So who is your dad? Sam, Bill, or Harry?
I don't know.
But
Damn.
Which one did you invite? Oh my God.
They think that Mom sent the invites, and with what's in here,
I ain't gonna lie. Call it just a black thing, but there is no way. If a girl I was talking to just so happened, for whatever God-forsaken reason, I busted inside her, and now I see a letter from a daughter I didn't know I have. And then there's like 2 other guys. I'm crossing my fingers. I am not the father. Oh my God. Cause imagine the 1 out of 3 chance. All 3 of us busted in this girl in the succession. And I just so happen to have the strongest nut to impregnate this girl, now have a daughter. I mean, the kid's getting married. So no child support. Oh wait, you don't need to be in her life. She's already grown. If she every single mistake that involved fatherless activities has already been cleared up. She is getting married to someone. So does it matter?
no surprise, they said yes! No surprise, they said yes!
While this is happening, Sophie's mom also meets up with her old friends. Well, look at what the tide washed in!
For one night! And one night only!
I ain't gonna lie. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air did it a lot better. If you don't know ball, you don't know. But yeah, I don't know what it is with black people and white people, where like theatrics just hit a little different, you know? Like this is weird and corny. But some black women do it. It's entertaining. I don't know. It's a me thing, I guess.
What? But you know, to be fair, like, it must be nice to have people excited to see you and hang out with you, you know, and not just be like, oh, hey. But okay, so Sophie's getting ready for her wedding. Donna's freaking out about the wedding, and all three of Sophie's potential dads have ended up in the same boat heading for the Greek island where the wedding is taking place.
Why not fly?
A bloke in a boat in Botswana.
Yes, I am.
You're a close friend of Donna's?
No, I hadn't heard from her for 20 years.
Wait, Sophie, hold on, I'm sorry. Your mom raw dogged 2 British dudes in Greece in one summer? Man, pre-Brexit, you people were everywhere. So we have Sam, the rich, handsome British businessman. We have Harry, the rich, handsome British businessman. And then there's Bill, the rugged, adventuring writer guy. I love how it's always like this in these kinds of movies, you know what I mean?
Pause. You're the mom who... You know what? 2 questions. If you're the mom, who are you hoping nutted in you? I'm not gonna give my personal opinion because, again, pause. But hypothetically speaking, the one with the long, good hair. And then if I'm the daughter, I'm hoping the one with the good hair and apparently who's rich is my dad. Because imagine you get the broke one with the receding hairline. Like, damn. Out of 1 out of 3, 2 of them had good hair genes, and I get stuck with the one who was balding.
I mean, it's like, oh no, do I pick the rich hot guy or the fun hot guy? But then in real life, you know, it's like, well, I could date Josh, who blows his nose into his hand, or Todd, who won't stop trying to get me to watch Donnie Darko. Okay, so, little backstory here. Donna came to Greece way back when she was like 20-something and spent the whole summer just slinging that sliz. And like, just to be clear, I'm not shaming her for slinging that sliz. Okay,
Me
I'm
neither.
just acknowledging that she was, in fact, slinging said sliz. And when she got prego, the great aunt of the father of Sophie bequeathed her this hotel, which she's been running ever since.
Designing a website.
I mean, luckily no one in this movie is black. Because that
Nova
would
Scotia
be
is
bad.
exhilarating.
And
The use
just
of the sea,
precipitate
the mountains, it recharges you.
stereotypes.
I just think this place has so much potential, and no one knows we're here, so...
We just want this to be the ultimate romantic destination. This was once supposed to be the site of Aphrodite's fountain, you know, the goddess of love. And if you drank the water, you were supposed to find true love and perfect happiness.
Yeah, but then everyone got gangrene, so now it's a parking lot. But times are tough for Donna, and she's always just barely scraped by, which she tells us in her song about how her dream is just to marry a rich guy and never work again. I have to appreciate her honesty, though. Yeah, okay, I'm done girl bossing. It's time for a girl play Stardew Valley all day and do nothing else.
Yeah, but are you being taken care of? What do you mean? Are you getting any? What do you mean?
Oh, it takes too much energy. Just more plumbing to be maintained, isn't it?
Oh, God, I'm so glad that whole part of my life is over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, sure, Donna, whatever you say. Yep. I
You know
totally
what that
agree.
means.
But okay, so finally the 3 dads make it to the island, and Sophie sneaks them into the goat stable because she doesn't want her mom to know that she did all this until like right at the wedding itself. Genius plan, Sophie, no notes. But then she starts talking to them in just like the weirdest way.
Can we see Donna now?
I sent the invites. My mom doesn't know anything. Well, she's done so much for me, and she's always talking about you guys. I thought, what an amazing surprise for her. Okay, when I sent the invites, it was a long shot that you'd even reply, and now you've come all this way for a wedding.
Sophie, wait, Sophie, are you okay? What is happening right now? It's like that scene in Twilight when Bella talks to Edward for the first time, and then she like gets food poisoning halfway through or something.
So you're enjoying the rain?
You're asking me about the weather?
I guess I am.
How come every time I talk to a girl about the weather, she never gets flustered? I got a nice smile. I got good energy about myself. And I'm not bad. And I'm pretty cute if I do say so myself. Damn. I know I'm not going to edit this, but if you make it to this part of the video, keep watching, please.
Well, I don't really like the rain.
Type.
Any cold, wet thing, I don't really.
Oh yeah, this is definitely how real people talk. Like something was in the water in 2008, man. I tell you what. Now Sophie tells them to stay there, and then she goes off to do whatever eldritch rituals girls do. And while she's gone, Donna just so happens to maybe sort of kind of stumble into him.
Harry?
Bum.
Bill?
That is a terrible tattoo. Oh.
But like, imagine being this hot and bothered about someone you dated like 20 years ago. Girls always say how like they think it's weird that guys are so worried about a girl's exes or whatever, but then every movie for women is like, I haven't spent a single day not thinking about that one guy I met in line at Wetzel's Pretzels 10 years ago. Or like literally every Hallmark Channel Christmas movie, it's like, what if your successful boyfriend had to stay home at Christmas to do some dumb business thing, and so you had to go back to your home?
I'm not even gonna lie. Me, my mom, and my brother, we all love Hallmark movies, and we all love to make fun of them because they're the stupidest things ever. It's always busy businesswoman with successful husband goes back to her hometown after he proposed, and mind you, the hometown is always this middle of nowhere farm place where everybody knows each other, just a straight up nightmare. And then she runs into one of her old boyfriends, and then they accidentally bump into each other and accidentally fall in love. They're the greatest things. They're the greatest piece of garbage TV ever, especially during the holidays where it's like, okay, I'm tired, so I can't even think of a title, but it's always during Christmas, and it's going to be like Gingerbread House or something. I don't know.
Hometown by yourself, and then you run into your high school ex-boyfriend who still works at Outback Steakhouse. But get this, he's hot now. But like, it's not even just Donna though, okay? Because like all these dudes dropped everything and traveled across the world because their ex wanted to see them. Like, if any of my exes sent me an invitation to literally anything, I'd just be like, the heck is this?
Wow.
You always knew how to make an entrance.
I better be dreaming you better not be here.
Want me to pitch you, Donna?
No, you.
I feel like Donna's been hitting those mimosas a little too hard, you know what I'm saying?
I've seen this scene before.
So weird. But okay, so the guys promised Sophie that they wouldn't tell Donna that she knows they're here, and Donna thinks that they all just kind of magically happened to stop by the island at the same time. So she's worried that if Sophie finds out that her 3 potential dads are here, she'll freak out and do something crazy, like give herself bangs.
Why are you here? Who said that you could stay up in my old goat house?
Didn't catch the name.
Greek lady. Well, she spoke Greek. Yeah.
That's it. You can't stay here because I'm closed and I'm full. And I'm busy. I have a wedding.
So this is now the 45-minute mark of the movie. We're more than halfway done, and nothing has happened except Sophie invites her mom's exes, and then they arrive. That's all we've accomplished so far. The movie's supposed to be about Sophie getting to meet her 3 potential dads and trying to figure out who the correct one is. And like, if this was a normal movie, we would probably get a bunch of backstory about who they are and what their relationship with Donna was like. And the movie does have this for about 4 minutes, where they're all like, yeah, dude, your mom was really hot. And Sophie's like, all right.
Yeah, back in the day, your mom knew how to throw it. You know what I'm saying? Back during Y2K. Woo-wee. She could suck a golf ball out of a water hose. Oh my God, bro. Because, like, remember when you were a kid and you used to get grossed out when your parents would peck each other on the lips? Imagine knowing that your mom was a full-out hoe and doesn't even know who your father is. She was just getting passed around, just and just straight up taking bust, not even on her face, all up inside her. No plan B, no condoms, no IUDs, no, I don't know, nothing, no jumping down some stairs. It's just straight bust inside, let it sit, and hope for the best.
cool. But instead, half the movie is just about all these other side characters doing a bunch of nothing except singing songs with just the most bizarre choreography you've ever seen. Or like there's this bachelorette party where the 3 guys show up and then all the women on the island just like sacrifice them to the Dark Lord. Or then of course we finally get to Dancing Queen. And during the song, all the women in the village just like drop everything they're doing to dance on the pier. Some dude's like mid-surgery and it's like, Dancing Queen! So like slight tangent here, but I was watching this movie, right? And like, so apparently I really like ABBA songs. At first I was like, yeah, Mamma Mia, Dancing Queen, whatever, I get it. And then the movie goes on and I'm like, you know, actually, I mean, let's be honest here. This movie isn't really about much of anything. The entire point of the movie is just to watch people who can't really sing that well trying really hard to sing ABBA songs. But okay, so just to summarize thus far, Sophie invites these 3 dudes to the wedding under the guise of her mom inviting them. Sophie wants to find out who her real dad is, but she doesn't want them to know that she's trying to do that because that would probably kind of freak them out, you know what I mean?
No.
Donna.
No. Listen. She can't know. I'm gonna go. Please stay. Promise me that you will not tell anybody that I invited you. Okay? Promise?
Now, Donna knows they're here, but she doesn't know that Sophie knows, so Donna and her friends are trying to figure out what to do with these guys so they don't ruin Sophie's wedding.
And then tomorrow,
Oh.
Tanya and I...
Whoa.
We'll take them fishing.
What am I watching?
Please. What do you suggest we do with 3 men?
Well, then now that takes me back.
What? This friend of Donna's here is a heck of a character.
Nah, Leonard's mom is crazy.
Yeah, girls. We done good.
I mean, like, okay, it's like really cringe, you know, but like, I can totally see it why like so many girls love this movie. This movie is a literal definition of guilty pleasure. But okay, so like going back just a little bit, at the bachelorette party, Sophie finally tells her 3 potential dads like the truth about why they're here.
Are you my father? Why
How am I
did you
supposed to
bring
know?
everybody about their money?
I don't know.
All my life there's been this huge unanswered question, and I don't want any more secrecy.
What do you want from me?
Phil, please.
Oh, golly,
Did
gee
you
whiz,
bust
if only
my
there was
mom
some
or
way you
not?
could have avoided all this. I mean, all you had to do was just walk over to any CVS and be like, hey, so I went to Greece and I met this really carefree blonde white girl with dreadlocks. Okay, thank you. I needed that. So the only actual conflict in this movie is about who is going to walk Sophie down the aisle at the wedding.
Will you give me away tomorrow?
Give you away?
No, our secret until the wedding.
Why didn't Donna tell me? How long have you known I'm your father?
Not long at all.
Who's giving you away tomorrow?
Nobody.
Wrong. I am.
And that's the whole big to-do of the entire movie.
Huh?
Now, finally, it's time for the wedding itself. The first part of which is everyone having to climb up the most insane staircase. Like, she gonna go fight an Elden Ring?
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm 20 years old. For the next, I've thought about this extensively, right? In the next 10, 15 years, most of the people I know will be getting married. So, I have some stipulations. And making me walk up this for your silly little get-together of a tradition, yeah, no. Don't you ever play in my face like that. Because you want me to wear a suit. Mind you, I hate wearing suits. But I'm only going to what? Maybe 6 people's weddings of people I actually know for the foreseeable future. I'm not wearing a suit on a beach in Greece, walking up some stairs. Not that I'm a big back, it's the principle of it, because all this land on the flat surface, and you want me to walk up do some tomfoolery like walk up some stairs. What do you mean? I thought it was your friend. I thought you actually like cared about how I feel as a person, and just you had the humanity to tell me that I'm gonna be doing a marathon. I'm not David Goggins, bro. Like, yeah.
Boss, the heck is this? By this point, Sophie's plan has completely unraveled. Donna learns the truth about Sophie inviting her dads. And she's sorry about how Sophie had to grow up without one, so on and so forth.
That's why they're all here.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please.
Bro.
No. Can you forgive me?
What? I don't care. If
Are
you
there no
slept with
pregnancy
hundreds
tests?
of men?
Well, good, because you'll be doing all the rest.
You know what's actually crazy? She probably did. Because you don't end up just because I know, not that I know from experience, I'll be minding my business, but how do you not know who busted in you last? Like, if all three of them, I'm gonna assume, if you rounded it down to three, they all busted inside you, just straight up jizzed on your cervix, right? I would assume whoever busted first would be the dad, correct? Am I tripping? Because I think about it like this, right? If you were the first one to bust, and then 24 hours later, I get busted in again, pause. Wouldn't your nut already be swimming into the egg? Am I correct in that assumption? Because that's how I'm thinking about it. Whoever busted first had a full head start, and then whoever busted second, because you can't get pregnant while you're pregnant, just get a pregnancy test. I'm confusing myself.
To my journals. Really, Mom? Every member of a Wu-Tang cover band? So the end of the movie is about how no one really knows who Sophie's real dad is, and doing a paternity test is just out of the question, I guess. So ultimately, they're all part of her family, and Sophie realizes that she's still a valid human being, even if her dad might be British.
Dearly beloved.
You know, I have no clue which one of you is my dad, but I don't mind. Now I know what I really want. Sky, let's just not get married yet.
Wait, what?
My dude, we just carried you up 800 stairs. It took 4 hours. And now you're just like, LOL, JK? Sophie, you better say psych right now, or you're gonna get your very own true crime podcast.
Why are we here?
But then Sam, who's exchanged about 12 words with Donna during this entire movie, decides to just, like, propose to her out of nowhere.
I'm not entirely sure what's happening right now.
Hang on.
Why waste a good wedding? How about it, Sheridan?
You're telling me for 20 years, her cooch was so great, so addicting that you just couldn't move on. No other woman was able to satisfy you. Out of the 8 billion women on Earth, or 7 billion depending on what time this movie took place, you're telling me not one of them had the gorilla grip, had that super suction that you're just fixated on this one girl you busted in one time? To be honest, I'm gonna need proof of effectiveness before I either make fun of you or agree with you. So I think I'm gonna need to do some in-field testing on my own, and yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get the results back to you, because this is insane. 20 years removed, and the gorilla grip, she had the technique to just go crazy. All right, I guess.
You're gonna need someone to boss around on this island of yours.
And Donna's like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. And then they get married.
Really?
What the heck is this movie, man? I mean, like, I get it, okay? Because, like, the movie's not really about the characters as characters. It's more so about inserting yourself into the story, and Sam is supposed to be a stand-in for your ex that you've secretly been wondering about, like, what if things had been different all those years ago? And so I think the movie ends up with Bill being her real dad, Sam is, like, the dad that her mom was truly in love with, and Harry realizes that he's gay. And by that I mean, like, he smiles at a dude once.
Donna, you were the first girl I ever loved. But actually, you were the last girl I ever loved.
You know, if this was a Disney movie, they would have marketed this whole scene and been like, this movie has our first openly gay character. But all the same, as utterly nonsensical and completely insane as this movie is, I kind of get it. Hey, everybody, thanks.
Yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, Mamma Mia is a dumb movie. Like, what? It's just a movie about getting busted in by 3 dudes and not knowing who the dad is. Ain't that like every corn star's worst nightmare? I don't know, bro. I don't know.